Hey Raiders, thanks for coming in. Thanks for bringing all those folks. Your ends, appreciate it. Yeah, let's get this started. I'm a big deal. I just got sitting down here, and great to see you all. It's Wednesday night in New Zealand, which is where I live and stream from. I stream mini painting on New Zealand Wednesday nights, and live play D&D around the table on New Zealand Sunday middays. Yeah, so just gonna get to it. I'll shout out my audio person, which is the fantastic tabletop audio there, available to everyone. Yeah, a couple things. I'll do these. Do this spider tonight. Hey, yeah, crispy. You can tell by my accent, I'm not originally from here, but I've lived in Auckland for about 13 years now. Before that, I lived in the UK and London for a while. So I haven't been in the US for a long time, but my West Coast American accent follows me around. Where are you from, Crispy? I gotta go through my paints and everything. Great way to start a stream with that raid. Thank you. Hey, yeah, okay, I'm out in Titirangi. Just out in the west. Looking, it's all nice and dark. It's New Zealand winter night. Gosh, we're coming up on the longest night of the year, aren't we? June 21, maybe? For us in this half of the planet. Those of you on the northern half of the planet, you're coming up to your longest day. Must be nice. That's the strangest thing about living here for me, growing up in the northern hemisphere, then moving here. You know, having Halloween in the spring, that's always strange. Easter in the fall, strange. I'm used to Christmas in the summertime because I lived in Hawaii for a long time, so it was always summertime. Oh, you're in Howick. Sweet. One of my D&D players lives in Howick. What's the name of the street is like Christ. So I go to Howick about every other Sunday. So if you go to this, that link there is a link to my Rolled Anvil page where I chronicle all of our D&D playing. So there's 55 session summaries up there from the last couple of years. We play about usually once every week, but really it works out to once every 10 days or fortnight. The player of Brimble Knackles, Gnome Illusionist. No, we're Spellbound Games. I usually go to Vagabond in Chancery. Hey, thanks for the follow. I go to Vagabond in Central Auckland because it's near where I work. And I go to Hobby Master out in Ellerslie? Yeah. I think I've heard of Spellbound Games. I've never been there. Worth a visit, is it? I gotta figure out. Okay. I can paint this guy. Decent. Okay. No, I'll check it out. Most of my minis like this, I buy at Vagabond or High Master, or I order from Mighty Ape, which for those of you who are not from New Zealand, that's the New Zealand equivalent of Amazon, because we don't have Amazon here. You can get stuff delivered from Amazon, but it comes from overseas, so it's not really cost savings. Yeah, I've been hanging out on Urance's stream a lot. Urance is usually, since he's in Texas and he is streaming D&D games almost nightly, usually around the time I'm making dinner. And so I watch him, and then, comes and raids a lot, and I really appreciate it. Okay, this spider. And I buy lots of minis from these various shops, or order them. I also have a 3D printer where I do lots of terrain, not always minis, but here, for example, is a series of Spider Swarm minis that I printed out, and I'll paint these really quickly tonight too, probably. But I make lots of terrain, and you can see that up in the slide carousel there on my 3D printer, of which this Ruined Citadel from Gamescape 3D is just one such piece of terrain I use. Right, I do a lot of talking, a lot of babbling, not a very fast mini painter. Pretty average one. I do a lot of beer drinking. This actually is homebrew tonight, so I'm not pimping anyone else's beer but my own. Hey, Vancouver by Night. Thank you as well. Good to see you. I see you on those other streams out there. like occasionally Darling Creep Show and Hero Zone, folks like that. Good to have you. Did I ever tell you Vancouver by Night that I grew up? So are you Vancouver, BC or Vancouver, Washington? Did we have this conversation before, if at all? Because I grew up kind of near Vancouver, BC. I grew up near Seattle. I spent a lot of time growing up in BC because my parents' friends had a condo in West Van. Used to go there a lot. Because there is no, I agree. Vancouver, Washington is just this kind of gross place north of Portland. Since I went to university at University of Washington, once we turned 19 in 1989, I think the drinking age was 19 in Canada then. So I remember going up to that year, going up to Canada for like New Year's and hanging out in the Granville Robson area in Vancouver. Like I said, still a lovely city. I like going back there. Now I'm going through my paints to figure out how to paint that spider. Brown, so we're looking at. Got yellow. I'll probably do contrast paints on this guy. Like my browns out there. Gargank Sewer. There we are. But also Crispy. So you a D&D player? A mini. So yeah, I realized that not necessarily people are miniature painters when they're coming over from Urance's stream, which is totally fine. And again, all right. That's totally fine, Vancouver. Thanks for stopping by and coming in with that raid, and keep in touch. I know I've seen you in other streams out there too. All good, all good. And I appreciate you, those of you who are hanging out and lurking. That's good too. Like I said, I'm just going to, anyone wants to talk about tabletop role-playing games or miniature painting, those are the two things I kind of talk about while I'm here. You DM badly on Twitch. That's not true. Let me follow you, Crispy. Let me go to your Twitch handle, okay? I'm looking over here. Blah, blah. That's a nice looking setup, though. A VTT. Anyways, give you a follow there so I can see when you're on next. Like I said, I stream typically twice a week, Wednesday nights in New Zealand here, this paint stream. And then I stream Sunday midday. That means Sunday noon if you're from North America, typically 12:30ish, where we do our live around the table Greyhawk-based campaign that I DM. And I've been doing so for a long, long time. Okay, let's think about spiders. This guy here, the Garganx is super dark. The Nazrag is yellow, so it's kind of crazy. Orguntha, this guy, Skeletal Horde, Dark Oath, that's Contra. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe he's a Dark Oath Contrast kind of guy. And a light, yeah, really light. And could do that. My pleasure, Crispy. I like your screen there, your burning wolf screen. Crispy Wolf. Yeah. The rest of you who are here, if you want to see more New Zealand-based D&D streamers, you can always follow someone like Crispy and me. Follows are free. I follow everybody who comes through and we talk about everything. Follows cost you nothing, make people feel good. Very easy. So go to Crispy's Twitch account there and give them a follow. Right. Okay. Dark Oath and Skeletal Horde. The two paints I'm thinking about right now. Maybe the body is a Dark Oath flesh and the Skeletal Horde, because that's really light. Legs and abdomen different color, or this kind of, that thing back there different color. We'll see how it goes. Once I get this guy sorted, then I'm going to maybe move on to these guys. Just my own 3D printed Spider Swarms. I didn't make the STL. I got the STL probably off of Thingiverse, something like that. So, Crispy's in Howick, I'm in Titirangi, and the rest of you are in North America on the other side of the planet. Crispy, I'm thinking about, I don't think I'm gonna, but I've never been to a New Zealand-based gaming convention. Been to Armageddon, but it's not really the same. I'm thinking about going to, what's it called? It's in Hamilton in September. It's a gaming convergence. It's called Convergence. A one weekend, like 2 days, Saturday, Sunday gaming convention in Hamilton. September, weekend of September 7th or something like that. I want to go and DM some games, but I don't know if I'll be able to because I'm coming back from an overseas trip for work right before that. But I DM'd for the first time at GaryCon this year in March in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, United States. It was awesome. Okay. Let's go to brush choices. Never heard of it. Yeah, Convergence, I think, it's of course not as big as Armageddon by any means, but it's just a local tabletop role-playing game. Tabletop convention. Oh, okay, board game. I've never been to a gaming convention at all. Yeah, let's see how Dark Oath. Gosh, that's pretty dark. Now I'm kind of having second thoughts, but I'm gonna paint the underside of him first. Let's see what that looks like. This is just using contrast paint. Yeah, it's pretty brown. So this is one way to paint miniatures, is to use contrast paint. And it's fast in creating highlights and dark recesses. It's kind of the cheating person's way to paint. But it can quickly put out some nice minis. And I use all these minis on my tabletop when we play on those Sundays. Not bad looking spider. Anime, okay, anime one. I've never been to one of the anime ones either. I've only been to Armageddon a couple times at the racetrack in Epsom. I forget what it's called. Green Lane. Green Lane? No, it's not called that. Didn't go the Wintergeddon was just on last weekend, I think, right? Okay, there's that guy. Sorry, and I might use Skeletal Horde for the rest of him. So, yeah, if anyone out there is a mini painter and they want to show their pictures to us all, you can go to my Discord there, and there's a channel called Mini Pictures, and you put your mini picture photos in there, and then we'll put them up on stream and check them out and offer supportive, constructive criticism. Supportive, constructive being some of the. Maybe I'll use yellow. No, that was Dark with Flesh. And Skeletal Horde. Where's my Skeletal Horde? Oh, it's right here in front of me. This is a really light color, as one can see there. That's good. That's good. Yeah, kind of different colors there for the two parts of the spider. I'm gonna do his underside here. Yeah, I think this will be the other. I will stick with this color for all his other bits. Because this guy's a furry spider. I see some really cool spiders that are the non-furry kind. This guy's definitely a furry spider, so yeah, I think I'm sticking with the browns. Furry spider. And looking up pictures of spiders to paint, saw some horrific. I type in giant spider, and you get some really horrific hits on Google Images. Like, oh my god, that's not real. It can't be real. It would carry away a baby. Seriously, carry away a baby. So Crispy, what are your games you play? Or maybe, firstly, if I may, what are the D&D sessions you DM? What campaign world do you guys play in, if any at all? What kind of adventures do you run? Homebrew? Published? As I said, I play in the world of Greyhawk and run a combination of published adventures and yeah, there's a lot of D&D cons in it. I think there was one called Dragon Con, but I think it stopped. The Auckland Role Player Guild at AUT. I'm a professor at Auckland Uni, and there is also a role-playing club at Auckland Uni, which I'm not a part. And I didn't know about the AUT one. There's a group that on Thursday evenings they do kind of battle reenactments on the campus of Auckland Uni. I know because I sometimes see them, and these by reenactments I mean these are the guys like who wear chainmail and beat each other with swords, those kind of guys. And oh, hi dog, the dogs join me. You need to go though, okay? You need to go. Well, you can say that a bit. Auckland Role Player Guild. I'll check that out. I mean, they're kind of my competitors. Hades-inspired 5e homebrew. Nice. The dog is here. Join me in the room. He just pushed open the door. I might kick him out in a second if he's problematic. But only if he's problematic. He's usually not. Okay, this spider, can't paint him all because I had to hold him from some spot. But there he is, his first pass at him. I can kind of put him up. Okay, yeah, Auckland, yeah, AUT, they're in the same exact spot, so it's kind of, but there's a, I want to say the group at Auckland Uni is, I want to say they're called the American Club or something like that, but they are really a role-playing and board game club. And I don't think they're the same ones, these guys that I see on, oh, that's the American Club, okay, that's it, okay. I was just kind of confused why it's called the American Club, but, yeah, those guys, I see them occasionally because maybe I'm leaving my office late, and I see them in a room, you know, doing board game stuff. Yeah, there's also a group that does, they do sword battles, and they're Thursday nights over by Old Government House, which is on the Uni campus, and they're like, some of the guys are in plate mail, and other guys are in like period pieces, and yeah, they're beating the shit out of each other. And I always want to join, but I'm yeah. Maybe I will. Their old government house is a building on the university campus, and that's where the staff bar is. So on Thursday nights, we usually have this event in our department, this kind of seminar event. Then we usually go for beers afterwards at the staff club. So usually I'm leaving the staff club, having had a couple of beers, and walking to these guys in chainmail with swords. I'm like, God, I'm always like, I could do that. I could do that right now. Hey, I'm going to quickly go get a hair dryer so I can dry that guy off, so I can paint him more quickly. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back with a hair dryer. Gonna admit just a second while I hair dryer my spider, just so I can get right back to the painting more quickly on him. The hair dryer was so hot it made the legs all bendy. Okay, but that's a better. Now he's dry. Now we can consider some more options. For example, I think I'll do another coat on this guy of the skeletal horde for certain. He's a little bit light on top, so skeletal horde will do that, and then I'm gonna start doing some bits and bobs on some highlighty parts of him. Just kind of get some of these little intricate things about him, do his mandibles, or whatever those are called in the spider, and keep moving forward. This beer I'm drinking is my homebrew. It's a nice beer. It's West Coast IPA, about 7.5% ABV. I call it Brimble's Best, after Brimble, the gnome illusionist in my campaign. Not my character, one of the players in my campaign, his character. Okay, let's do a bit more spidering. Yeah, I got my dog over here. I can do a dog cam really fast, but that's all right. Yeah, I think another coat of this to make him a bit darker is a good idea. Okay. Oh, what's this? Yeah. Oh, my phone was going off. My daughter's over at her boyfriend's house, so I'm just making sure she's getting home okay. It's kind of gross holding a spider like this because it's like he's a real spider. So I hope there's any other tabletop role players out there. I know when I was watching your Ints, who rated? Did Stronghold raid into him? Stronghold D&D, another person I've watched online, and also is with me, I believe, a fellow watcher of Lord Gasumba's channel. Okay, there's that. I'm gonna hair dry this guy one more time. Okay. There he is, and I'm gonna hair dry him. So I'm gonna mute now while I hair dryer. All right, back in business. Actually, that's where you want. That's where I want the thing to be. Like that. Radio. I'm gonna do his butt again, and then we'll start doing some other stuff. His abdomen. It's not his butt. I realize. But just do it again to get a nice, rich color. God, spiders are horrifying. They really are. I don't care about those normal sized ones in the house. I can just squash those. But in general, these fucking things are horrifying. Just horrifying. Okay, we've used Skeletal Horde in Dark Oath Flesh for that guy right there. Now I'm going to use other paints for other parts of him. His mandibles, I'm going to work on that while the abdomen is drying. And I might just see if I can keep him on that or not. It's kind of hard because he's not glued down there, so I can't really use that as a stand to paint from, but I'll try my best. But what we're going to do now, open up the wet palette over here. Hey, your mom, how you doing? It's been a while, hasn't it? I admit when I play D&D on Sundays and stream, I kind of miss all the people because I'm so involved in the game. I kind of not very good at paying attention to the stream, but hope you're doing well. We're doing a spider tonight. This is just as Whiz Kids or Knowles or as forget which one. Giant spider. He's really a large creature. I got a bunch of mini spider swarms that I printed on my 3D printer. Probably get to this night as well. Right now we're just doing this guy. Okay, it has been a while. Yeah, at least this couple weeks, hasn't it? Yeah. Hope it's doing well, as you said. Good. What can I... This guy's got browns. Kind of warm colors. I can probably put this stark sea gray for his mandibles there. Or do I go even darker with neutral gray? You know what I do? I do a little bit of all of them. And I use those, I mix those tones. Dark sea gray. And Yeah. Mix these different things. So we had a raid from Ura-Ins right to kick off the show. Your mom. So we have a lot of nice viewers here, and I think lots from North America. So again, thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. I'm gonna do little bits. Oh, now see, cheap viewers. No, you're supposed to be. I thought I had set up so I could not see that kind of shit, but whatever. Memboris over 998. Indeed, thank you for your follow, Boris. What are our follow? We're up to 482. One day I'll hit 500. That's really the same color, damn. And this light one, sky gray. So your mom, you been playing lately, or what's been going on? Boris Overrun 1998. That's quite a handle, Boris. Yeah, I've got 3 of these things here. I'm now going to mix them up. My dog wants out. Hold on. Did Lily help? Let the dog out. Yeah, Lily's home. I'm mixing some paint up on my wet palette here. I'm just feeling what colors work. I'm not really looking at a reference. What I had, I looked at a couple pictures today, earlier, and you know, there's some really cool spider paints out there, but they're like use like purples and blues, and those are for spiders that have like crab-like legs. This guy's obviously furry. He's a furry spider, more like a tarantula. So I figured I got to go with browns. That's what I'm doing. That's all. I'm not a very good painter. Well, whatever. I can do things to make it look nice on the table. That's what I do. So like I said, my paint jobs are all up in that carousel in the upper right corner of the screen. And they go from, you know, they go from a long time ago to yesterday. So I have kind of gotten better over the last couple of years. I painted minis at first in the 1980s when I was a kid playing D&D. And I got back into mini painting about 5 years ago. Ish. Yeah. Ish. 5 years ago ish. And so I've gotten better in those last 5 years. Oh, so your mom, everything with your campaign's in shambles. People are moving, one a big accident, what's up? I'm sorry. That is a bummer. Yeah, I know. Okay. I'm gonna paint this guy's mandibles using a good brush. Sure. Yeah, so I'm gonna hold this guy, paint his mandibles. This looks like I'm holding a real spider, doesn't it? I think it does. It's kind of freaky. Okay, first we do. Oh, wow! This paintbrush is not broken at all. Okay. I also, sorry, crispy, a little bit. Think about, I mean, my wife's a graphic designer, a past life, anyways. Offers me advice. I think about things like, because she's taught me, like warm colors and cold, and so I go to her for advice. I said, like, what does this mini need? And she's able to help me out. That dry sky will fast. Well, Crispy, if you got any mini pictures, put some mini pictures in the Discord if you want to, and we can check them out. Honestly, in a non-threatening, community-minded set of people. I did that. Now I'm gonna do a little bit lighter part of him. So I gotta move some stuff around here. Some paints, some lights, etc. Wow, it's really wet paint. Not sure if this would work, but it's a purple gray color. What you mean that your mom that the icon there, the purple gray color? Yeah, no, that would have been good for the. You're right. That'd be kind of good for the mandibles. I agree. I got a grayish color going on right now. Maybe the little ends of his feet. Got one for a campaign, but that fell apart. The mini fell apart? If you have any minis you want to show, go for it. If not, that's totally fine too. Absolutely doesn't matter. My mute. Acrylic paints dry super fast, so I probably don't need the campaign fell apart. That's the thing. I don't know. I've had good luck with my campaigns. For the last 6 years or so, I've done 2 campaigns. One about 4 years, and this one we're currently on about 2 years. And the same players, give or take. We reached a point in the previous campaign, like 10th, 11th, 12th level, and we had some massive final battle adventure, and we decided to stop that and start a new one. Now we're about 2 years into this one. Like I said, we play almost every weekend. We're pretty good at it. Pretty good with it. I gotta get a little more. Campaigns and they're falling apart. Which is no good. I'm gonna try to wet blend this a little bit. Pulling back from that. Now I'll do a little white bit on the end. You can barely, no one's able to see that. This campaign has been online with a bunch of people around NZ. Oh, 4 years. Nice. So not just Auckland players, but all around the country. That expands your pool of possibilities, doesn't it? Okay. That little mandibles are kind of done. It looks like I'm holding a real spider, doesn't it? God damn. It's horrifying. Freaking horrifying. You can't really see his highlighted mandibles very well, actually. Anyway, we'll keep going. I might need to do another little. Seriously. Now I'm gonna put little blacks where his like legs hook into his body. Some opportunity for some little blacks. I think black would be a good color there. Black or yeah, black. So I'll use some black. I'm probably reaching the ends, hoping we'll put yeah. Make the ending a new beginning, right? Something that happens that something so like a crazy twisted ending that people didn't notice, and so they have to come back for more. A little bit of black down there. Like I said, now I'm going to do these the little connector parts. I think I'll keep using this 0. This is a 2 I'm on. Use a number 2. I'm going to go smaller brush than number 2, sorry. It's too small. I mean, not small enough. Be a 0. This brush has been used, I think. I like the brush. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. It's just a little bit of where the spider legs connect to the spider body. We'll work on that connection. That's all. It's really not a lot. And I probably could take a little bit of a light, just going to make this a little bit lighter. And highlight a little bit of that stuff. Mix that in with my 0. Yep. Hold this like that. Looks like I'm holding the spider. There's a couple highlights there. Way down here. Jeez. Yeah, okay. He's a spotter. It's still a spider. There he is. I'm trying to figure out what can we do now. Lots. I'm gonna do his eye. I mean, eyeballs are really obvious. There's also, yeah, dry brushing that. Those things right there. I don't know what they are. Maybe I'll do a purpley in that. That would be a good one, I think, actually. Eyeballs should probably be yellow. They're really yellow or red, right? Red and yellow? I have this new black red. I'll do that. I'll try my new paint, my new black red paint. Okay, lurk away, Crispy. Thanks for being here, man. And yeah, let's hope to see you again either on my stream or your stream. This spider shouldn't take too much longer. I'll probably be done with this guy pretty fast. Then we'll move on to the mini spiders. And then maybe I'll do... I want to do these. Oh, see. A bunch of tentacles that I printed out for a variety of purposes. They can either be Edvard's Black Tentacles spell or kind of monster or whatnot. Hey, Junior the Nerd. Junior the Nerd, you came by somewhat recently for the first time, right? Remind me if you would. If you can. If you want. And thanks for that. So we are do some eyes, some more on this spider. That's long ago. Not sure how I lasted last time. I don't know. Probably came with somebody else, maybe. So, you're all over the D&D stuff. So, I'm coming at you from New Zealand. If you remember from last time, it's Wednesday night here. On Wednesday nights, I do a mini painting stream, D&D miniatures and terrain. And on New Zealand Sundays midday, we play live D&D in the Greyhawk campaign setting around the table at my house with all these minis and terrain. Have a good time. We stream that too. So Wednesdays, New Zealand, and Sundays, New Zealand. I'm here. Just look at this color I got here. Black, this black-red color. And this is going to be his big eyes. Or his small eyes. There's all kinds of eyes in this guy I can choose from. Yeah, I like those eyes. I like that color right there. I think I might do black. Late Tuesday night here. Oh, you're in LA. Sweet. I grew up in the Seattle area, so I know LA. Got family in LA. Yeah, late Tuesday night, indeed. Oh, so you're streaming earlier. So, oh, Junior the Nerd. So let me go to your Twitch page and give you a follow. Doing that right now. Sweet. Baldur's Gate and Skyrim. Nice, nice. Okay. Just gave you a follow. Sweet. I occasionally stream the Baldur's Gate 3 myself. I'm really not. Yeah, it was just warmer, indeed. No, LA is whenever I go to LA, which I go through there a lot for travel, right? Yeah, LA, Billy the Beast. Happy to give a follow, and yeah, I'll look out for your streams then too. And tonight, God, I'm a morning gym goer. I can't go in the night. Nights for drinking beer and painting minis. God damn it. Other folks out there, I used to have an all-girls D&D thing on Tuesday, but a couple of the girls are out, so I've been doing. Oh yeah, I do that too. I've played BG3 when one of my and on the rare occasion one of my D&D sessions falls through. So I did that 2 Sundays ago. I played Baldur's Gate on. I'm not really a video game player though, so I'm not very good at it, and I haven't played it that much. But damn it, I'm gonna try harder. Promise. But also, if there's other folks out there who want to follow Junior the Nerd from LA, follow his Baldur's Gate shenanigans, go there. Okay, some black eyes and then yellow eyes, I think, on this guy. I should lick my paintbrush. No worries. Hey, Grey League. Get in shape. Get in shape. I just can't do nighttime. I mean, I can't do any exercise at night. For me, it's the morning or it doesn't happen. By the night, I'm too knackered, and I know Grey League, Junior. He's a friend of mine. He's just giving me, taking a piss. I just can't. In the night, I'm just like, I get home from work, I'm like, God, I just want to drink a beer, sit around. So yeah. So Grey League painting. Painting a spider here tonight. I got a bunch of minis, spider swarms I printed out my printer too to do. That's all. Grey League is DMing me through my first session of Pathfinder tomorrow. Look since I started. I can't go too late tonight because I gotta I'm actually doing a podcast tomorrow with some media people from the university for some of my research, so I gotta be on point. Junior, yeah. So Grey League is if I may suggest this to be the case, a longtime Pathfinder player, Greyhawk aficionado. Oh, yeah. I haven't looked. Well, it's probably come up. If it hasn't come up, let's put this out there. I know it's come up, but this is the Grey League's YouTube channel, where you can go and get all kinds of Greyhawk content. So I'd go there. as your one stop, not your one stop, as a stop, Greyhawk stop. God, yellow's the worst paint. I don't know the chemistry of paint, but yellow's bad. Yellow is not a good paint, I find. Whatever chemical makes yellow, it's simply not as nice as other chemicals. No. I'm a professor at Auckland University, and I'm an archaeologist. So I do research in archaeology, and my specialty is tropical Polynesia. And I've been working in Samoa for the last decade or so, predominantly, but also in Fiji and Hawaii and whatnot. And so I'm doing a podcast. Not, I got all this cheap viewer stuff. I mean, I thought I just changed my settings to not allow that. But anyways, lock that as well. Yeah. So archaeologists do research in Polynesia. Yep. Hey. Okay, Genie the Nerd. What? Okay, applied anthro. Yeah. So I did my undergraduate at University of Washington in Seattle, and then did an MA and PhD at the University of Hawaii, and I've been a professor at UCL in London, and now at the University of Auckland, where I've been for 13 years. At UCL, I was there for 5 years. So yeah, I've been here for a while. What do you do in applied anthro? You don't talk. It's embarrassing to talk about. Embarrassing to talk about your anthro degree. I understand. Embarrassed to talk about mine. Got this guy's eyes. Got his eyes and claws. I think I'm pulling a real spider. Little face. Ah, freelance for NGOs. Okay, cool. I need to. This guy's pretty easy. I need to now do. He's got these little notches on his legs. I want to do, and the bottom of his legs should probably be black. I'm guessing. Nice. Bonds, climate change. Nice. Well, it's super cool. I'm trying to think of any of my colleagues that do similar stuff, or that it's a big world, but it's not that big. Like maybe we know the same people. I did my PhD at the University of Hawaii. But I do have colleagues I know who work in the advocacy side of things. Jeremy Spoon. Where's Jeremy Spoon? He was at UH with me. He does that kind of stuff. He might be in the UC system. I can't remember honestly. There's this guy. Yeah, I need to do these little bits on him. Okay. Political scientists, think tanks, geographers, nice. Peace and conflict. There's one of my colleagues. I'm in the School of Social Sciences and the Faculty of Arts at Auckland Uni, and one of my colleagues, Chris Wilson, heads the Masters in Terrorism and Conflict Studies. I'm getting so many of these tonight. I do not know what's going on. Why I'm getting all these guys here? I don't understand. Did I just changed my settings recently to like more difficult to do this kind of stuff. So I don't know why that's going on. I'm getting more of these spam bot things tonight. Huh. I know. Listen, just a couple days ago, was it today or yesterday? I kind of like upped the settings in this. So I used to have it so you could post links in the chat because I had a lot of people were posting links to pictures and whatnot. But it also got some. I'm so popular. Yeah, it's really. I don't know shield. I don't know what shield mode is, but I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, maybe it's a day of reckoning for us all. Okay, the spider. We're gonna focus on the spider. And yeah, I'm gonna do those little. I'm gonna do some black. No, maybe a little bit of purpley, like someone suggested earlier. That color might be good. Then as soon as I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go get another beer. So I'll take a 1-minute break while I go downstairs to my. In the basement, I have my kegs in the refrigerator because I'm a home brewer and I'm drinking homebrew tonight. So I'll go get my last beer for the night because I don't want to drink too late. Because I gotta be, as I said, on point to discuss my research tomorrow. No, it'll be fine. I'm not. No big deal. The podcast is the Research and Reason podcast. I know, archaeologists. Why do we all drink? Archaeologists are serious beer drinkers. I know. we have. I know we have a serious rep. I've been even in undergrad. My roommates, my childhood friends I went to uni with, they brewed beer in the house. I got it from them. I started brewing beer like in the mid '90s when I was a grad student. And yeah, we do have the rep, don't we? That's funny. Some of these little blotches on this guy's leg. I give him a little more fun color. God, where'd you go to grad school? U of Arizona, dude. I almost went to. I don't know how, but anyways, I'm 50 plus. Yeah, I undergrad at UW and I applied for grad school at University of Hawaii, University of Arizona, and University of New Mexico. So those are the programs with people that I wanted to work with. Theoretically, the same kind of people. Obviously, different parts of the world. Hawaii versus American Southwest, but God, I almost went to University of New Mexico, but in the end, I went to University of Hawaii. They gave me money, so I went there. Arizona archaeologists. Yeah, I bet they were beer drinkers. Christ. Hawaii was not a bad place to be. That's where my wife's from. And we have family there and go back there pretty frequently. Not a bit. Can't complain. I'm just trying to give this guy this with this kind of whatever this is called, sandalwood color. A little bit of warm tones. And his really brown black body. If it helped or not. Guess this guy's a brown recluse. Here they have these things that are called huntsman spiders in Australia and New Zealand, and they're bad. Oh, they're just big, horrifying. This guy's a something, that's for certain. So, yeah, he's pretty good. I need to do his little bottom of his things. I need to do a bit on his abdomen there. I need to paint it again. That dark oath painted. Yeah, his little feet. Very quickly gonna do this. And as they are, and especially New Zealand. I mean, fucking Aussie stuff. Everything in Aussie wants to kill you. So I've been there, and in like Queensland, there's beautiful beaches, stretch for miles, but no one's. They're totally friggin' empty because the sea is full of Portuguese manigore and box jellyfish, and the rivers emptied into the beach are full of alligators. So everything there wants to kill you. No point in even getting near it. There's this guy. I'm gonna do his feet and his abdomen again with some highlights. Dry brush tops of his legs, and yeah, do some eyeball thingies, feet, and then we go on to these guys. But I'm gonna do a quick break, and I'm just gonna get another beer. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go away. That was a bit longer than anticipated. Had to talk to the family. Tuesday, Amazon once got chomped up by a carnivorous fish while bathing the river. Jesus. Oh God, that's horrifying. Where I work mostly, I work in Samoa, Fiji, Hawaii, where there's tropical Polynesia, where there's hardly any bad animals. I've been to Papua New Guinea. I've worked in New Guinea. There's some bad things there. Mostly the people. I don't mean it's a violent place. Uh, yeah. Junior. So at Arizona, I mean, a famous archaeologist there is Michael Schiffer. I don't know if he was in the department. You were there. There's lots of God. Arizona, as you know, is like one of the top ranked anthem departments in the country. In the U.S. Let's see. I mean, yeah. It's probably still fair to say that, isn't it? By the way, I didn't mean the people of Papua New Guinea are bad. Just that Papua New Guinea is there's lots of tension between groups, and it can be a violent place, especially Moresby. A lot of personality there. There's hold on. Okay, Unity. Okay, yeah, see, yeah. Yeah, it can be a difficult part of the world. Yeah, Indonesia and Irian Jaya, that area. Yeah. So I worked in North Coast of New Guinea, near the Irian Jaya border, but near, whatever, 5-hour drive away. But and that my time was really in New Guinea was really innocuous. I were there for a month or so on an NSF project. Yeah, Civil War. Yeah, no, it's super cool. I was gonna do something as I was getting my beer. I was just gonna, if you want to check out my, how do you do this? My, my professional world. I'm trying to figure out. Hey, come back! How's it going? I was trying to show. Can I just do this? If I do this, this is my publication page from Google Scholar. So this kind of work I do. I have a paper coming out on Friday, in +1, on Samoan archaeology and the origins of hierarchical society. So that's what I'm doing this interview for tomorrow. But does that work if I do? If someone clicks on that link, what do they get? Do they get? That's my Google Scholar page. This is my stuffs. What pays the bills? Come back. How are you? Yeah, cool. I don't think it's under press embargo right now, so I can't. Yeah, it's coming out on Friday. Come back. We started the stream a while back, painting this spider. We had a initial raid from Urance, a D&D player from Texas, and with them was actually a guy from Howick in East Auckland. So Comeback is from Christchurch, also in Auckland. Good to have you here. Indonesia for 4 years. My colleague, another American who works with me at the university, he's primatologist and studies some monkey in Indonesia. Monkey or ape? What's he studying? Not capuchins. I forget. Who's there all the time? He speaks Indonesian really well. It's always fun to watch him speak because he's a white dude from Chicago. And there's lots of people from Southeast Asia and Southeast Asia and East Asia in Auckland and at the university. So he loves talking Indonesian with people, and they love talking to him. Right, here's our guy. Yeah, I don't know what that means. But they I wish Nick was online. They say Sidkit. I don't know. One of my PhD students is from KL. No, there's not. So there's not a lot of Malaysian restaurants, something like that, or whatever. Say Sidkit. If I say it to Nick tomorrow in the office, what will the response be? Say Sidkit. Okay. I said I was gonna highlight stuff, so actually I'm gonna do this, guys. What's a good highlight for his eyeballs and stuff? Worse to say. I'm sure he knows all the swear words. But he studies he studies the kind of relationships between captive primates and people in Indonesia. He studies everything from I don't want to call them nature parks, but really the kind of habitats, the kind of managed habitats. He also studies the animal markets and the bushmeat markets, which is kind of hairy, but yeah. Is that a good color? It's pretty light. Orange brown, maybe. Maybe that. Right, yeah. He's a different ape than orangs. God, where does he study? Doesn't really matter. Aceh, huh? And there's archaeology in Aceh too. I have colleagues who study that stuff. My main fieldwork though has been in Samoa. I've worked in Samoa for the last 10 years. Before that, Fiji for 10 years. And also, like I said, a bit of Hawaii. And really a little bit of New Guinea. They are. Oh, Jesus. Nice places to work. One of my colleagues at Ohio State, she went to grad school with me, and she works in Fiji too. And I guess she has an some NSF grant there for work, and she was getting all kinds of grief about working in Fiji. Like the grant administrators were questioning the fact that that said but why do you have to work in Fiji? As if she's just going there for holiday. And her response was, because I study Fijians, and that's where they live. And so they just couldn't get their head around that these places that are typically conceived of as holiday destinations are also research locations. They're real places with real people. Terribly funny. Yeah, they're nice places. They certainly are. Okay, there's his eyeballs. I'm gonna do his feet. If spiders have feet, I think they're more likely described as having little pedal pods, what they're called. Oh, I know. They have no idea. Why do you have to go there to work? Well, that's where the people live. So you got to go there to work. But true, I do have nice places to work in. I mean, yeah, Samoa is very. I mean, I like all places. I'm sure even Aceh, you probably kind of there's aspects you love, and then after working there for years and years, there's aspects that are very tiring. At least for me, there is. I'm kind of jealous of my friends who get to work in south of France and Paleolithic cave sites. After work they can just go eat cheese and drink wine all night long. Yeah, they would come back. They do. So, not here. Well, you're here in New Zealand, and so you're surrounded by Pacific Islands, and so for us here, it's kind of normal to go to Samoa, go to Fiji, and those are real places. But in North America and Europe, except France, people think of the Pacific, they think of Tahiti and Hawaii, and that's it. And those are 2 holiday destinations. They know nothing about the rest of the Pacific. Exactly. I know, I love receding stuff. for work in the Pacific and in the jungle and villages. Like I'm gonna pay this, I pay these guys, to help me machete through the jungle, and they don't have tax numbers, or whatever. So I work around it, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. God, yeah. There's much. I think in the U.S. there's much more onerous reporting regulations about that kind of stuff. Talking with my colleague, she's actually my sister-in-law at Ohio State. The stuff she has to go through to use her NSF money is hugely more difficult than the stuff I have to go through to say use my external grants, like New Zealand Royal Society grants. They're much more not loosey goosey, but it's like they understand, like, hey, you're in the jungle. Okay, you can't there's no such thing as a FPOS machine there. So the stuff she was describing was just like, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Okay, I'm gonna do his little pedal pulp feet in a gray that's slightly different from the gray that I use there. Blacky gray. Gotta use this stuff. Use my Necron gray, which is a really, really, really dark gray. It's not jet black. Pedal pulp. Isn't that what spiders have? Isn't that what that thing is? Don't they have pedal pulps? I'm doing little pedal pulps here. I don't think I'll do them there. Chaos. Horrible. I think he's wearing socks. All right, man. Junior, yeah, good touch base, and happy to meet you again, and know a bit more about our mutual interests. So yeah, I'll try to catch your streams too when they're up. Take care. Again, thanks for coming by. There's his little feet. He's got socks on. So come back. Last time you let slip that you were in high school, right? What year are you? I gotta do this thing. Thanks, man. Okay, it's gonna be what color? I'm gonna put this down here. And then like this. And I gotta paint. This is the top. This is the stand. See that? It's like this, right? So I gotta paint that thing. I think I'm gonna paint it really light. Wash it like in purple or something. I'm gonna dry brush this guy. Put him right there. Let's watch this. You're a silly little bean child. You're 10. What? 10? You're in year 10? Is that right? Is that what you're saying? Even my daughter's older than you. Yeah, my daughter's year 12. God. Stud, you're up too late, for God's sakes. 8:45. How many more weeks left in term? I think 2 more weeks left in term? Roughly? Okay, I gotta paint this base a color that's really different from this spider itself. So what would really contrast with that spider there? I'm thinking of some kind of purpley thing. Should I do I have a dark purpley kind of? Blood angels red, just make it blood red. Demon flesh. Let me see. Magos purple, maybe. I need to ask my wife. Pause. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get painting advice from the master here. Come on. So if you're the spider, you rest upon that base.
Yeah.
What kind of color should that base be? I was almost gonna do purple.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it'll contrast with the yellow.
Okay. Right. That was easy. Okay, bye. Goodbye. He's not quite done. I gotta dry brush him a little bit, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice, kind of punchy. But the other color I thought of was like an orange, like a reddish orange.
I have stuff like that. This is really yellow.
No, not yellow. Like a reddish orange. Like a... Might soften it too much, but the purple is nice and striking.
Okay, striking purple. Strike. Thank you. Bye. What else you wondering about the one time I talked about homebrew as no, okay. Oh, I don't care. Okay, come back. Go nuts. I don't remember that frankly, but yeah. Go nuts. As an American, Americans are raised with a totally screwed up relationship with alcohol. So, as a parent, I'm trying to be a bit more reasonable with my own child. Just don't make stupid decisions in your life. Strive for excellence as a merits in your NCA credits. Okay. Here's the spider's base. My year 12 daughter's gonna come here any second now. She sometimes pops in to say goodnight. Stuff. Okay. Purple. It is purple. It's purple. It's to make this. It's to pop off the spider. We'll see. I'm gonna hair dryer really quickly, so I'm going to mute for a second. Hey Diadems, good to see you here, man. We had a great raid from your end to the very start. Some people have thankfully lurking and hanging out, so I appreciate that. We're painting this spider. We got a bunch of mini spiders to paint too later. How are you, man? How are you with Diadems? You good? Try not to drink too much beer tonight, as I have to be cognizant tomorrow for some work stuff. Trying to focus. Maybe some Agrax. Yeah. Diadems is one of my staunchest supporters. Been with me here since the beginning. Hugely appreciated. He's like quiet. Kind of in the shadows person for us here. Nonetheless, greatly appreciated. I put that dark thing in the center because the spider is going to be, it's the shadow of the spider. You'll see in a second. I'm going to highlight the spider. I'm going to dry brush, and Gift of Gabby. I am doing well. Gift of Gabby, we've spoken before. Can you please remind me of when you've come on the stream before? I'm sorry, I'm a bit my memory is not what it used to be, I'll say. How's that? So yeah, come back. Here's the It's 4 a.m. for you, Gifted Gabby. Here's what this thing will look like, kind of. The purple's nice. Purple kind of is... The spider pops off the purple, so to speak. So. Oh, okay, no problem, Gifted Gabby, but yeah, I hope you're doing well. Remind me, where are you coming from us? You were at 4 a.m., so is it Central Time, North America? Central Standard Time? Roughly? Okay, cool. Gifted Gabby, cool. Yeah, come back. See, it's just like, I kind of want to, make the spider pop off that base, right? Not that there's a purple rocks out there, but just kind of make it, contrasts with the yellow, as my wife said, in the spider. So, it works for me. Pull them off. I'm going to highlight this. So, Gift Gabby, how you been? What's been going on? Okay, I gotta shoot this. I'm gonna do some dry brushing here, people. And that brown, I need to get a slightly lighter brown. Yeah. Maybe that'll work. Maybe I'll do this. This saddle brown. It's a bit of a dry brush. It looks like a real spider. Yeah, could be amethyst. There you go. Gift to Gabby. Thank you. You're right. Come back, they might. They just might. Why is it purple? What's that mean? I'll just say it means it's a good looking mini. That's all it fucking means. Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea, Gabby. There's the fucking... how do I get there? That's where I want, right there. On the spider. So, yeah. That's gonna be not the right color. I need it just a little bit. I gotta use flat brown and some white. I'll be right. I'm gonna try a little dry brush action here. Brushy things here. This guy. I need a even lighter. Looks good. I do say so myself. The dry brush on top of his abdomen. That helps, I think. Next up in the painting, I'm gonna dry brush his body and legs now. So dry brushing is a technique where you load a brush up with paint and then wipe almost all the paint away, and then you kind of skim it over the top of stuff, and the high topographic parts of the mini get hit with paint and the low recesses do not, and so it brightens those high points as if light is bouncing off them. So that's what the technique of dry brushing and kind of the reasons for it, to make the mini look a little bit more realistic. Now the rest of him. The yellowy brown. And maybe it's tan earth. It's a bit. I need some more different. It's orange. No, definitely bugging not. Medium gray. That might be the best one. Is that this one? I already have medium gray down here, so I'm gonna try it out. Try this. It's this oof, a big brush. now. Again. Reusing? What do you mean reusing? Oh, I use a host of minis. I use all kinds of minis all the time. You know, I'll reuse stuff. You know, it's not. I won't use this spider only once, so. So here with the dry brush on top of him, it kind of looks. The highlights on his eyebrows are pretty friggin' prominent. A bit too much, really. But I'm not gonna worry about it. I think that's pretty good. I could do. Maybe I should highlight his little petal palps. No, those are the. Ah, he's dying. He's dying. He's dead. Maybe I will dry brush his purpley rock here. Take some purple and some white to dry brush his base. And then I think it's gonna be done. I'm happy with him. I will put some shine on his claws. I'll do that. I can probably just use that. I put this down here. This dry brush. There. God, I'm hard pressed not to get a third beard on my Christ. Always hard pressed. Always hard pressed. Okay, another kind of. Okay. This, I think, is pretty much done. I think this guy's pretty good. I mean, I guess I'll do his petal palps, his little feet, really quickly. But that's him. Rawr. A couple more things. I do think his I do a better job with his mandibles there. His little mandible things. Spooter. God. need to really highlight his more. And his feet. Whatever you call for spiders, because it's not feet, right? Because they don't have fucking feet. Spiders don't have feet. And yeah. So come back. Thanks for asking. That's a nice question. That's good. So right now the players are kind of just ending a sequence where they were investigating a keep here, and some goings on there, and now they're moving up into an area where there's a classic, where I'm going to run them through a classic D&D module called The Lost Caverns of Sajkant. So, it's a classic D&D adventure from the 1980s. And it's going to be good. It's going to be really good to see them navigate this adventure and see how they play it. So I'm excited about that. That'll be a good thing. That's the next set of. So come back. I don't know if I've ever seen you on a Sunday here on the stream for our Sunday D&D game, but that's when we play. So hopefully this Sunday we'll get another session in, and that's what we'll be doing. So here's the spider. I'm gonna call him Done. I have to glue him onto that base. His eyeballs, etc. Looks okay. It works for me. He's no Shibboleth from Lord of the Rings, but pretty good. Purple. I like the purple as well. Yeah. Okay. Put him right there. But now we're gonna think about these guys. Oh, you have D&D. Okay, so are you? Forgive me if I forgot. Are you the DM or is someone else the DM? I'm happy that you guys, you year 10 students, are playing D&D. That's awesome. In my daughter's middle school, Glen Eden Intermediate, there was a D&D club, and I talked to the guy who, the teacher who ran that D&D club. That was fun. I don't know if there's a D&D club at a high school or not, honestly. Okay. If these spiders here are the same as Mama Spider there, we need to paint them somewhat similarly. So it's brown abdomens. Yeah. So I'm gonna get a brown abdomen going. And I guess that's either, yeah, probably my saddle brown. Not cavalry. Saddle brown. Oh. Awesome. I played in the 1980s when I was a kid. I played D&D after school. We had no such thing as D&D clubs then. We played D&D after school at my friend's house, Charlie Arthur's house. Yeah. And so I think it's great. I commend you for that. You should keep doing it. No matter what the adults say. Alright? No matter what they say. I am old, dude. I am old. I say the thing that I use words like dude, which lets you know I'm from America instead of saying mate. But yeah. Okay. Did the main spider here. Now going to the mini spiders. Zero? Zero? No. 2, please. Okay. I'm going to paint a lot of spiders now. It's only 9 to 15. You can paint spiders all night long. Spider bodies. Yeah. Because I'll wash them in Agrax. That'll be good. Gotta paint these guys fast. I can't really spend a lot of time. Painting spider bodies. Not efficient use of my time. Okay. Painting spider swarms. Here's my spider. He looks good. Look at him. No, you don't. You know the camera. The camera's right here. That's fine. Spider swarms. So yeah, I'm gonna try to paint these spider swarms quickly. It means not with the utmost care, but so how you say we conversation topic? Don't worry, come back. All right, don't worry about it. Hang out, go to bed. Doesn't matter. What do you want to be when you grow up? How's that? What are your favorite subjects at school? You don't have to converse ever. Listening is a great and underappreciated skill. In your life, you'll meet many people who think they have to talk all the time. They have to be saying stuff. And hopefully you'll recognize that you'll also meet people who listen, who don't feel the need to always be pontificating. Trust me, people who are listeners and don't feel it obligated, the need to be in the top of the conversation, they're the ones you want to hang out with, the listeners, the deep thinkers. All right? Programmer. Oh, you want to be a programmer? All right. Well, what language do you learn? Granted, I only know R, so I do statistical stuff in R. I don't do Java, any kind of shit. listener's good. Seriously. A listener's good. I mean, again, in life you'll find lots of people, I think, who, you know, those who want to see themselves talking a lot, perhaps, are often those who are less confident in themselves and their own abilities. And so they compensate by talking, by having to dominate the conversation. So, just remember that in life. Also, listen to your parents. I feel like we should bring them online so we can have a discussion. Well, I paint spider bodies as fast as I can. Well, whatever. All the thing I have is age. You kids are... You are the people that are gonna see my life, the end of my life, how the world will be while I am leaving it, right? So think about that. To do a good job, alright? Unfortunately, the adults who run the show in Wellington and every other national capital on the planet don't think about people your age. Their main concern is with people who will vote them back into office. They do not enact laws or policies that help you people. Because you people don't vote. And so they will not do... sorry, dude, but it's depressing, okay? Now, these are the bodies of these creatures. Depressing, but true. So I guess... make your voice heard. Get out there and tell the powers that be that... get out there and protest. Hopefully. That, you know, who runs the government? People that run the governments in the world are people my age and older, in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Their vested interest is getting reelected. And so, the biggest voting bloc in countries is the middle class. So they enact policies that benefit the middle class, not people who are young. So get out there and recognize that and fight against that. Sad to say, but true, you're right. Okay, so these guys are there. I'm now going to paint their bodies and legs. But I'm going to get myself a last beer. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming back to being here. Come back. Year 10 high school student from Christchurch. Sorry to dox you like that. But still, always want to talk to everybody. I will be back in 2 minutes. Right, I'm back. Truth is depressing, but not, I don't know. Every generation makes their own truths. So, what does WB mean? I'm an old man. No, I don't know the lingo. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back. I guess that. Yep. Just went downstairs real fast. You're right. These look like eggs. They're gross looking. Little spiders. Now I'll paint their bodies in a little bit of a different brown. I'm going to dry brush them. Yep. A programmer. Why do you like programming? No, that's fucking all things gross. Okay, I need a brownie. Brown. That kind of color. I'm looking at my other spider there. It's those spiders. It's this spider. That tan earth is too. Although maybe with some Agrax it may be okay. So, is that tan earth right there? Yeah. A little different color, but that's right. Maybe it's the same. God, it's so super. So I'm doing the same kind of thing. I'm just like really slapping paint on. I'm not gonna over worry it. Come back says, "Purpose is simple for my brain to compete. It's very rewarding when you." Oh, I totally understand. So, that is, I understand, like creating a solution to an issue, to a problem, and having it work. So for me, as a writer, largely, I'm a professor, so I use lots of writing, and making writing better, editing and whatnot. You can instantly see how you have improved something. That I've made this better. I've solved this problem, and I enjoy that about writing and editing work, my own work with students. I mean, it's not the best students, but that's why I spend a lot of time editing student work, because you can see the improvement you make, and it's rewarding. So I understand that. Okay, those spiders look a bit weird. Like those legs are too bright. Yeah, darker brown legs. Cavalry brown? Oh, it's too red, far out. Burnt umber? Try burnt umber. See what it looks like. So absolutely. Programming, I don't know how much they talk about AI in your school. And but at uni we talk about AI a lot. And your job, your career, your future, what you'll do to make money, but also hopefully to have a fulfilling life, will involve AI. It will. Unless you're a petrol station attendant, okay? So, learn at uni and in school to work with AI, to learn how to use it, and not be afraid of it, not worry that it will take your job. But the jobs of the future will be dependent upon learning how to use AI and interact with it and use it to do the things that it cannot do. People who think that AI, we need to resist it, live in a dream world. That will never happen. And I get that from oh no, it's just come back. I was just saying that the world will become dependent more and more on AI. And so in your schooling and university education, learn how, seek out opportunities, learn how to use AI for us all. Because to try to avoid AI is a fool's mission. That's all. Woof. Spiders are lots of spiders. Spiders. Yeah, AI will be omnipresent more and more, and so students at university and high school need to learn, and educators and parents need to know that their children, the future, our future, needs to learn to work with AI and use it to do the things that it's good at. Automated tasks which do not require emotion, cultural understanding, and most importantly, empathy. And what are those jobs? Those are the jobs that are taught and promoted, discussed, trained for, developed in faculties of arts. You can't automate genuine empathy yet. this takes fucking forever. I see people trying to, oh, wow. You cannot stop AI from happening. It's not, people are, they are fearful for maybe their jobs, I guess. The fact of the matter is that AI will be here. We'll continue. It'll get more and more powerful. And so we need to use it for what we want it to be used for. That's how we train people for that. These spiders take a long fucking time. Whew. Still painting these spiders. They do seriously look like spider eggs, I agree. Little spider eggs. Okay, 2 more. I'm done. With these guys anyway. One more. Baptize. Baptize 4:45. Are you just getting up? You have an early shift in the salt mines, or what's going on? Good to see you. We're just painting some spiders. Got a bunch of spider swarm minis I made on my printer. Earlier I painted this guy. Little spider. Thanks, man. Yeah, so just kind of spider swarm minis and spiders. I'll use this shortly in some encounter in the game. Hey, I was gonna hop on Fields of Piers game today, but I saw that there's all kinds of shenanigans in the Great American Midwest. What's the storms? What's going on there? You guys all safe? So it's summer though, right? It's summer. These are summer storms, right? What do you got? You said tornadoes, tornado watches. DM Davis had like tornado watches and like fucking typhoons and electrical storms and all and fucking God and cats and dogs living together. crazy. Okay, spiders. Spider swarms are kind of. I'm gonna dry brush these spider swarms. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got like 9 spiders. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 9 spider swarms and a spider, a giant spider for some encounter. So I'm excited about that. How that will work out. So baptized. You ever consider going to GaryCon in your neck of the woods? I went for the first time this year in 24. It was awesome. Thanks, man. I got these off just like Thingiverse, free STLs. Printed a bunch out on my 3D printer. Yeah. Oh, you got COVID this year. Oh. Yeah, so I went for the first time this year. Granted, from New Zealand, it's a long fucking flight. And I'm bound to determined to go at least every other year. So I don't think I'm going to go in 25. You know, it costs me flights, hotels, etc. for me. Going from New Zealand, it's like $5,000 I spent. So I'm not going to go in 25, but I'm going in 26 for certain. I have work stuff, which will take me to the area at the same time as the con in 26. So I can kind of like kill 2 birds, 1 stone, etc. It was so much fun. Fuck, it was so much fun. Okay, there's those little baby spider swarms. Now I'm gonna throw a dry brush across them. And the dry brush is, no, I'm gonna Agrax them first. I'm gonna throw some Agrax Earthshade across them, which is a shade paint. Yeah, because whatever, you know, I hung out a ton with Shelly and Ashley, Minnesota Muse, and Dave, and Andy, you know, and so I think Ashley and Shelly drove down from Minneapolis, right, together, and Dave drove down by himself from Duluth. Although I remember like I think Saturday night of the con, it says like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, there was some massive storm coming in this year, and Shelly and Ashley and Dave, they all took off like at midnight on Saturday night, because there was some massive storm coming through, and Dave was saying he wanted to get back to his house, you know, before it hit, and so he took off like at midnight on Saturday. And got back to Duluth like at 9 a.m. the next day, just as a massive storm was hitting. So I hung out with those guys for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they took off. But hopefully I'll hang out with everybody in person again in 26. Do baby spiders like markings that look like candies or something? Ha! You could put little candy corns on their abdomens. You're the artist, man. With your tattooing. You could put like some kind of like candy corn symbol on the abdomen. Nice. Tell her hi for me. I mean, I love talking to Shelly. I had a great time hanging out with her. Great time. Loved hanging out with her. Yeah. And you know, we played Shadow Dark a couple times together on Dave's channel. Although there's not been any candy corn. Not been any Shadow Dark games of late, I don't think. The last game that I think I saw was a game I was in and we all died. I'm drinking homebrew. my own beer I made. I've been doing for 30 years, literally 30 years now. Yeah, mid-90s, 30 years. Okay, I gotta wash these guys, and I'll dry brush them. Yeah, that's awesome. Give me a guest spot. Be awesome. I'm slapping wash on these guys, kind of like mute them a little bit. I want to bring my daughter to Gary Con. It'd be so much fun to have her there. Christ. Ooh. Not dry yet. That's right. Ha! If you ever need an NPC to play in your group baptized, let me know. If your timings are right, online, if it's online, so that's something I told Dave. I said, hey, dude, I'll play an NPC in your game. If you need somebody to come. Yeah, babe. Can I? Talking about you, thinking of saying I want to bring you to GaryCon. Always telling David B like fun to fun to NPC, do whatever the DM needs. But just to be a little extra spice. Be fun. If not, a big deal. I know DMs, they for very good reasons, want to kind of have a bit of oversight on the narrative. Yeah. I think usually when I play with Guild Superior folks, yeah, it works out. 5 to fucking 8 hours? Wow. Okay. My work is enough my own that I can use, like, if I with advance warning, I can spend all day playing D&D. Okay, so here's the spider, still doing spider swarms. After this, I'll dry brush them. Yeah. So your full Sunday is my Monday, so I do have to kind of like plan ahead, just because my Monday's a work day, and blah blah. But I can sort it. I can typically sort that, because I kind of work somewhat for myself. Always thought about another tattoo. Maybe at Gary Con 2026, you should bring your kit. Bring your car battery and your needle. I'll do Gary Con tattoos. So, okay, okay, no car battery. One of my best friends, his brother's a tattoo artist. Seventh Son Tattooing. I think primarily was based in San Fran. Eric Reith. Yeah, you're right into the con. Dude, seriously. That would be awesome. Okay, there's the mini spiders. Got it done. And the maxi spider. And now I'm gonna hair dry those guys and dry brush them. Hair dryer so I can dry them off and dry brush them. So I'm gonna mute for a second while I use the hair dryer. Okay, done with that. So look at these guys. They're pretty much really basic kind of spider colors, right? Now I'll dry brush them in something lighter, obviously. To go with that. Maybe a purpley kind of thing. See how that works. A purpley dry brush to match that guy. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Mm-hmm. That's a good. That worked out well, I think. So it says miniature spider swarms. They're kind of associated with this person. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Many tiny spooters. All right, enough. Little pillars, little pillows. Yeah, no, that looks I could probably do a bit of black on the edges, and I do that real fast, just to make sure that looks nice. And those guys are done. They are done and done. So a little black on the edges. Here we go. Need some more better black here. Drink a beer. Baptized, why are you up so early? Are you an early riser? It's getting the I spray painted these guys all black, so they should be. But I'm touching up some edges here that don't quite look very good. Just make sure everything is on the level. As Mac DeMarco would have us believe. That's an allusion to a Mac DeMarco song called On the Level. He's a Canadian alt rocker? I don't know. Whatever. Good songwriter. I think those spiders, those are pretty much done. There's the spiders. There's the main spider. Spider swarms. I've got in 5 spider swarm minis and a giant spider mini. Okay. Oh. Awesome. Ooh, baptized. Great. Clients from flying from Seattle. Awesome. Say hi for me. Yeah, man. I'm gonna see. Talk soon. Sweet. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Super appreciate it. Yep. Okay. There's these guys. Those guys are kind of dead. Put them aside. Got these guys. I could do. We're gonna do some coffins. I think first I might do some beds I have. I have a ton of bunk beds. Also, these guys, I really want to do my these tentacles. I really want to. These are tentacles I printed out in my 3D printer. Got like 6 of them, 5. It could be Evard's Evard's tentacles. A spell. Got a mini. What? I want. Okay. Or they're other kind of creatures. So, what to do with them? What to do? I don't know. Or I paint my bunk beds. I have a bunch of bunk beds that I made to paint. I don't know. Bunk beds are tentacles. But then tentacles, I don't know. Bunk beds are. I can use those right now. They are. I can just wash these in fucking Agrax. That's what I should do. They're done. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna wash these primed beds in Agrax. See what they look like. Yeah, they're pretty much fucking. That's all I gotta do. very fun to paint them. So just a bunch of fucking... I'll paint a couple. I'll do a couple, and I'll stop. They're not very fun, because it just fucking... Making sure you hit all the parts of them, right? Yeah, this is really not very fucking fun. God. Super boring. Ugh. It's one bed. Fuck, I think for fucking ever. Yeah. Okay, one bed. Jesus. They're not very fun. I'll dry brush when it's done, but God, fucking fun at all. Not fun at all. I don't think these guys, they deserve some good painting. They deserve good painting. So I don't think I'll do. Oh, I have an encounter. But yeah. Okay. I will not do them. Decisions. A bunch of coffins as well. Those are easy to do. Coffins. No problem. But what I might do soon, my viewers, happy viewers, is I might raid into some. I don't know who that would be. I can look. Our current people who are currently doing things that we do in this stream. That includes Esmeralda, GM Workshop, Tooth Claw and Vine. Where are they from? Tooth Claw. Okay, so we got Subathon, Neuro, Cashmere Barano, GM Workshop, Esmeralda, Pixie Loaf. Tooth Claw. Who are Tooth Claw and Vine? Who are those guys? Oh, those guys are from fucking Aussie. Okay, I might just go fast. I'm gonna agrex them. See what they look like. Sure, no problem. My hand's all dirty. I'm not gonna fucking paint them again. I primed them. Wow, with me. Maybe I'll dry brush them in a dark color. But seriously, these are fucking just coffins. Not gonna over worry them. You know what I mean? They're done. Okay, and I'll do the rest of it. And I got all these guys to do as well. It's fine. Good. I'm gonna get one last non-alcoholic beer. I'll be right back. So sit tight, viewers. Sit tight. Back, viewers. Thanks for being here. I got my last beer of the night, a non-alcoholic beer, actually, just to kind of ease me into the evening. Pour that in there. Right, and we will continue with our painting of these dungeon scatter pieces. Really, our spider's done, our big spider done, coffins, beds. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing these bunk beds. We're gonna just some. Right. Jeez. Yep. There's an aggrax. These guys. Muffins are there. I do need to paint their bases. Those guys are there. Okay. Got these bunk beds here. We'll do them in aggrax. Yep. Let's just go. Thank you all for being here. I know many of you are lurking. I appreciate that still. Trying to figure out how to paint these guys quickly and paint them well. What's the big, thick and fucking thing of paint I got there? I need to put some need fucking this one. This big brush is the brush to use for this shit. It really is. It does. Christ, forward. It's a huge amount of effort. Okay. Got 3 more to do. 3 more to do. We'll keep doing that. We'll keep doing. If there's any other viewers out there who want to talk about tabletop role-playing stuff, my knowledge is mostly D&D 5e, D&D 1e, Call of Cthulhu. That's about it. Although I played in the 80s as a kid, Top Secret Boot Hill, Gangbusters, Car Wars, Gamma World, Star Frontiers. So awesome, all those games. So fucking awesome. Yep, there's another bunk bed done. 2 more. 2 more to go. I think after I do these 2 bunk beds, we'll raid into somebody, okay? So you think about who you want to raid into. I'm thinking about probably Toothclaw and Vine. These folks from Aussie. So next door to me. You know, it'd be nice to kind of share the love around the Greenwich Meridian, you know. Let's keep the love going as the way the sun goes. Back to the west. That's my idea anyway. So we'll be done with these guys in a minute. And I appreciate you viewers. I appreciate the raid from your ends. The discussions from Junior. From Comeback. From the real boss. Diadems. Okay, 1 more bunk bed. Far fucking out. There's 1 more. thanks folks for being here. It's end of the night here in New Zealand. It's Tuesday and Wednesday night. We're coming at you. Stream is Wednesday nights in New Zealand where we paint D&D minis. Right now I'm painting a bunch of terrain. I was painting spiders before. And I'm painting bunk beds. That's the world goes. Right, there are all the bunk beds painted. We did bunk beds tonight. Example A. We did coffins. Example B. We did a giant spider. Right there. Did a bunch of spider swarms. Right there. All kinds of stuff. So, oh, cheap viewers. Okay, fuck you. I've got so much of that bullshit tonight. I don't know what to do about it. No, I want to fucking, no. Let's report this person. Spam. Blah. Okay. That person's a shithead. A spammer. Oh, they have blocked him, for God's sakes. Okay. Folks. You 25 viewers, I really appreciate being here. I think we're going to raid into someone. I'm thinking about raiding into, like I said, Tooth, Claw, and Vine. Are they still going? They are. We could bring our 25 folks into Tooth, Claw, and Vine. It'd be awesome. So they can see our stream, and we can also support these Aussie gamers. They're in a cool game. They're using Tailspire, I'm sure. Cool looking game. Okay, let's raid into these guys. So, hang out, please. Appreciate it. And thanks for being here. And I will see you soon. 3, 2, 1.